Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Tonight marks the last presidential debate. Hello, I'm Brenton Roy.
And I'm Jayla Washington. As Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton square off in Las Vegas, here on Ball State's campus, two groups are hosting a debate of their own.
The BSU Democrats and college Republicans are debating in favor of their party's respective candidates.
NewsLink Indiana's Emerson Lemon is live at Park Hall with more. Emerson, what can you tell us?
Thank you, Jayla and Brenton, and I'm here live at the Park Hall multi-purpose room where the BSU Democrats and the College of Republicans just finished a debate in support.
So once we can have a good screening, then yes, let's bring these people into our country.
We require to keep our country safe and keep our
Democrats are
But he wants to make America great again. I know that's his slogan, I know that's what he says, I know that's on his hat, and I know people kind of make fun of it. But I think it's a statement that really resonates with people. Ronald Reagan used it a number of years ago, and I just think it really represents having pride in our country again and fighting for what our country stands for and what our country is and this amazing high power that we are and how much we're truly, really capable of. And I definitely think that America at this current point in time is definitely not punching with its weight class.
But I think that her positions on health care and college debt and stuff like that are pretty important to millennials, especially since so many of them were Bernie Sanders supporters. The more that she has learned to align with him, the more millennials have started to like her in general.
And guys, now behind me, as you can see, people are preparing for the viewing party for the final presidential debate between candidates Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Students will have the opportunity to sit down and watch the debate with their fellow peers and learn what they have to say before the big election in 3 weeks' time. Live from Park Hall, I'm Emerson Lehman, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thanks, Emerson. Presidential nominee Donald Trump has been asserting that the general election process is rigged. Indiana's top election official, Secretary of State Connie Lawson, says that he may be right. Lawson's office discovered thousands of voter registration forms containing first names and birth dates that differ from what the voters provide. Although there has been no indication that the online voter registration system has been compromised, Lawson is labeling the alterations as potential voter fraud. Other election officials think that she may be too hasty in that conclusion. They say that such coordinated fraud would be highly complicated to pull off. Indiana State Police are investigating the situation.
As Donald Trump's poll numbers continue to slip, the Clinton campaign is working to clean up another email mess. The State Department is fighting off attacks that an official tried to cut a deal with the FBI to have an email unclassified. Stacey Cohen reports.
There was no quid pro quo, there was no bargain.
Is it another October surprise? Newly released documents have led to allegations of a quid pro quo bargain between the State Department and the FBI over Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server during her time as Secretary of State. According to FBI notes taken during the investigation, Undersecretary of State Patrick Kennedy urged the FBI to declassify one of the emails in question. During one interview, a different FBI official said he told the State Department he'd look into the email if State looked into his request for personnel in Iraq. State Department spokesperson John Kirby says there was absolutely no deal made.
No, there's not only is there no proof, it's absolutely not true. Completely false allegation.
At a press conference on Tuesday, President Obama weighed in, saying there's nothing here.
The accounts that have been put out there are just not true.
This is a bigger event than Watergate.
Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump seized on the document release, tweeting pay to play, collusion, cover-ups, and now bribery.
This is a felony corruption.
The real question now may not be what really happened, but rather how will this further impact voters' trust in Clinton?
Again, that was Stacey Cohen reporting.
The Latino Student Union will not be changing its name anytime soon. The organization voted today on whether or not to change its name to Latinx in order to include gender binary members. The organization could not come to a decision today because of the rule requiring 2-member majority. The decision is controversial and has split the group. Latino Students Union Treasurer Lilia Arroyo explained why the change is important to consider.
We are going to include everyone. So with the @ sign was the first step in being like, no, masculinity is not the default, they're men and women. And I think this step was really important in saying they're men, they're women, and there are other genders, and we're going to include all of them.
The organization will meet on November 2nd to vote again for the proposed name change. Well, Jayla, apparently it's been storming, and I'm kind of starting to wonder whether or not that's going to continue to tomorrow morning.
And I hope it doesn't because my umbrella just broke. So.
I know, you might need to go out and buy another one by tomorrow. What can you tell us?
Well, you will have to buy a new umbrella for tomorrow because we do have rain for the whole entire day for tomorrow. But let's take a look about the current conditions that's going on in Muncie. 60 degrees and we have cloudy skies right now, but we did have rain earlier that will help cool down those temperatures to 60 degrees. We have the winds from the east-northeast at 9 miles per hour. Taking a look at our radar, we do have a line of storms that are pushing through.
It's just natural, and the nerves are quickly just gone.
In Muncie, this is Rachel Russell, NewsLink, Indiana.
How fun. So for more information on the Circle of Lights, visit downtownindy.org. A deadly crash just outside Muncie leaves 1 man dead. We'll have the details next.
And the University of Vermont is supporting a popular cause. These stories and more when NewsLink Indiana returns.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. A Yorktown man is dead after he was struck by a vehicle while riding his bicycle. It happened this afternoon on Jackson Street and County Road 725 West near Reed Station. A witness said that a red Toyota Prius hit the cyclist from behind. The cyclist flipped over the car and hit a utility pole box. He was pronounced dead at the scene and has not yet been identified. The man driving the Prius has also not been identified, but he admitted to having bad vision. The incident appears to be an accident, though the investigation is still ongoing.
And 3 Muncie residents made news in Dayton, Ohio after overdosing on heroin. The 3 were found unconscious in a car parked outside of a McDonald's on Monday afternoon. An eyewitness reported seeing one of the suspects with blue lips, shaking, and foaming at the mouth. Police revived 2 of the suspects with Narcan, a prescription medicine that reverses the effects of opioid overdoses. The 3rd suspect awoke without the help of Narcan. One suspect, Adam Shields, was jailed in Dayton after police found 2 capsules of heroin in his pants pocket.
A New Haven man is in jail on preliminary charges, including felony battery on a law enforcement officer. 23-year-old Nikos Jones was stopped for a suspicion of driving while suspended Monday. Jones refused to get out of his vehicle and verbally abused an officer as he tried to place his hands in restraints. He elbowed the officer in the face and struck another. Jones's continued resistance led one of the officers to tase him. Jones was taken to Ball Memorial Hospital for treatment before going to jail.
The University of Vermont raised a Black Lives Matter flag alongside of the American flag last week due to police injustice against minorities. NewsLink Indiana's Brianne Williams has more.
President of America's largest police organization apologized to the nation's minority population. University of Vermont brought awareness by raising the Black Lives Matter flag next to the American flag. Ball State student Taylor Kelly expresses how it affects her as a student.
I wouldn't say it necessarily affects me as a Ball State student. If anything, I feel like it just provides awareness. So it, again, we're all more aware of the topic and like what's going on. But I don't think it actually affects us because it didn't happen on our campus. But maybe students on our campus, after seeing that, kind of understand the gist of what actually happened a little bit better.
Ball State student Matt Conwell expresses how he feels this affects other races.
I mean, it's moving in the right direction. Like, every race has had their struggles and had their times when they've been oppressed. And so it's bringing light to the fact that, like, well, not that it hasn't been brought to light at all, but it's just, I feel like other races and groups might start demanding that they be heard more because of it.
In Muncie, Brianne Williams, NewsLink, Indiana.
To learn more, go to www.blacklivesmatter.com.
Today's storms are bringing in some cooler temperatures, but for how long?
We'll have your full weather forecast after this.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back.
And I'm starting to hope that the weather for Saturday is going to hold out, Jayla, because I'm ready to get some tailgate going.
I know, but I don't know if we're going to be so lucky this year, I think. Weather forecast after this.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back.
And I'm starting to hope that the weather for Saturday is going to hold out, Jayla, because I'm ready to get some tailgate going.
I know, but I don't know if we're going to be so lucky this year. I think.
Thing you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Adam Panel with your entertainment news. Homecoming is here, and so is one of the biggest traditions on campus, Air Jam. NewsLink Indiana's Gabby Mitchell has the story.
Being fall here on Ball State's campus, that also means homecoming is quickly approaching. There are many student organizations here around our campus who are rehearsing day in and day out to prepare for this year's Air Jam lip sync competition.
Since early August of this year, when Outlet first hosted the auditions of the season, they knew that they had some big plans on their agenda for this year, including Ball State's annual Air Jam lip sync contest. President and one of the choreographers for the team, Alyssa Morgan, expresses how she and the team love coming to practice and finding a new way to unwind from their hectic lives.
You could expect a presence for Outlet on this campus. Some people still don't know about Outlet, so we kind of want to change that and make sure that the campus knows about Outlet and they kind of know our energy. So you can expect a lot of performances, a lot of traveling, so catch us at different schools in Indiana and stuff like that.
You can go to redbull-real.com to see more of Ball State's very own Outlet hip-hop dance team.
There will be 2 Air Jam shows tomorrow night beginning at 7:30 in Emmons Auditorium. The singing and dancing Ball State University singers will take the stage on Sunday for their annual fall concert. The show will be 1 hour long and will begin at 7:30 in Sursa Hall. General Manager Bree Burney said that they will be performing new pieces for the public and are very excited about that. The group will be singing songs from artists such as Lady Gaga, Debbie Gibson, and Cyndi Lauper. Tickets will be $5 at the Sursa box office.
Let's go and take our final look at weather. Chelsea, what can you tell us?
Well, we still have rain tonight, and we're going to continue to have rain for tomorrow, but our temperatures are going to actually be a little bit cooler. with a high of 57. And then for Friday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 55. So a great day for those bed races. Saturday, homecoming. No rain for once. We'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 57. Temperatures will warm up on Sunday to 67 with sunny skies. We'll keep the sunny conditions for next Monday with a high of 61. And then temperatures will go up to the mid-60s for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we may see a 20% chance of rain for next Wednesday.
Okay.
Cool, and the Akron Zips are definitely looking like they're going to be pretty tough. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a good night.